Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, student.
Morning, Mr.
Good morning, Mr.
How are you today?
I'm good. And you?
I'm fine, thank you. I hope all of you always be healthy and you can be participate today of learning activity in good condition.
Yes, thank you,
Yes,
Mr.
thank you, Mr.
Right, on this association, we meet again in good health to continue our learning activity last week. Before starting of learning activity, I want to ask if you're still excited learn today.
Yes, of course.
Yes,
I'm
of
still of
course.
excited, Mr.
Okay, if you're still excited learn today, even though the learning you are doing still online, I hope you don't discourage or you from learning before condition don't allow you as continue learning in school. Alright, before we start the learning today, let's start with a prayer so that your learning will be given easy until the end the lesson. Please prayer class reader.
Before starting the lesson today, let's begin to prayer. Finish, sir.
Okay, thank you. And now I will check your attendance. Who is not present today?
Nothing, Mr.
Okay, Mr. Car one by one. Please turn the camera when Mr. hear your name. Ranti,
Yes,
Melanie, Melanie,
Present, Mr.
Akbar,
Yes, Mr.
Dea,
Yes, Mister.
okay, is there a name has been called yet?
Nothing, Mr.
Alright, let's start the lesson. Are you ready?
of course, Mr.
Okay, previously I will share PowerPoint. Right? Can you see my PowerPoint?
Yes, I see, Mr.
Yes.
Okay, I will review the previous lesson. Does anyone still remember the material that we studied last week? Hello?
Yes, Mr.
Does anyone still remember that material that has been last week?
Last week we discussed about definition and properties of alcohol compound, Mister.
Yes, it's really last week we discussed about definition and properties of alcohol compounds. Do you still remember what alcohol compounds?
I am Mr. Alcohol is organic compound that have a hydrolysis group attached to a carbon atom, which is attached to a hydrogen atom and another carbon atom.
Okay, very good. Thanks, Melanie. Yeah, next, do you still remember about properties alcohol compounds?
I'm Mr.
Okay,
The property of alcohol compounds. Alcohol is more polar because there is an OH group. The boiling point of alcohol alkane drives and alcohol can reach with active metals.
okay, very good. Thanks, Ranti.
You're welcome, Mr.
Alright, so it's correct, which explained by Ranti and Melanie. Actually, alcohol is a group of organic compounds derived from alkenes contain the OH functional group or hydroxyl group, where this hydroxyl group will be bonds to a carbon atom in aliphatic and cyclic chain. The general formula for alcohol is REH in an alcohol molecule. The OH functional group is covalent bonds to a carbon atom. Then, alcohol compound have a properties as explained by Ranti. I addition, alcohol is easy soluble in water. Give applause for your friends. Okay, I have a picture. Look at the picture and saw the PowerPoint.
Okay, Mr.
Okay, Mister.
Do you know still this a picture?
I know, Mister.
Okay.
The picture of tapai made from kespa and black rice.
Yes, very good. Do you know its manufacture process of making of tapai? What will its liquid produce?
I know, Mister.
Yes.
The manufacture of tapai product is ethanol liquid.
Yes, very good. So the material of lesson today, there is a connection with a picture. As for the learning objective today is 1. Students are able analyze to describe the process of making ethanol by fermentation method. 2. Students are able analyze to describe the process of making ethanol by addition of catalytic method. 3. Students are able to explain the combustion of ethanol compounds. And 4. Students are able to mention the use of ethanol as sulfur in the fuel. Okay, now please pay attention the video illustration about making of ethanol.
Okay, Mister.
Okay, Mr.
Molasses, pre-treatment, dilution with the addition of water, fermentation with the addition of yeast, and the product is carbon dioxide, distillation, dehydration, and the last one is ethanol.
Okay, based in the video that have a show, is there any question?
I am Mr.
Okay,
How is the process of making ethanol using fermentation and hydration ethylene methods?
okay, does anyone want to question again?
I am Mr.
Okay,
What are the uses of ethanol?
okay, we've gathered a few questions. So to answer our friend question, we try to discuss, please all of your friends to student worksheet that I have sent to via Google Classroom. Later you can find to answer yourself.
Yes, Mr.
Yes, Mr.
Yes, Mister.
Okay, now please write the understand to student worksheet carefully. Then find to collect as former's information about the material we have studied today, and then please answer the question that have the presented in the student worksheet.
Yes,
Yes,
Mr.
Mister.
Yes, Mr.
Okay, I give you 10 minutes. It's enough.
Yes,
Yes,
enough,
enough,
Mr.
Mister.
Yes, enough, Mr.
Okay, time's up. Have a finished answering the question.
Yes, Mr.
Yes, Mr.
Do you want to try answer question number 1 point each?
The method used to produce alcohol through the fermentation process is using the yeast usage, namely sucrose mixes surfaces which degrade sugar and produce ethanol and carbon dioxide.
Is there anything different from the answer given by his friends or the same?
Same,
Same,
Mister.
Mr.
Okay, I'm straight to answer. So the manufacturer of ethanol use the method fermentation is the use of microbe called bioethanol isasa remises cerevisiae. The manufacturing process consists of three steps. The first of change polysaccharides into the sugar, the second fermentation process, and distillation. Do you understand?
Yes,
Yes, Mister.
Yes,
Yes,
Mr.
Mr.
Okay, let's continue. Who want to answer question number 1 point B?
I am Mister. The method used to produce alcohol through the ethylene hydration process is recommend sulfur acid with ethyl sulfate at 300 degrees Celsius.
Is there any opinion? Is there any opinion?
No, Mr.
Okay, I will add a little explanation. The catalytic use the manufacturing process the ethanol with the ethyl hydration method is sulfuric acid. This process already been carried since 1930 by anion carbide by adrenality hydrylation ethylene by reaction concurrent sulfuric acid to get sulfate. Then ethyl sulfate will be hydrolyzed to product ethanol. This reaction takes place under pressure, temperature of 300 degrees Celsius and pressure 16 kPa or 16 atm. Can be understood.
Yes,
yes,
Mr.
Mr.
Okay, we go question number 1.C. Is there answer the question or I'm pointing? Okay, I wish Melanie to explain about the question. Please try Melanie.
Okay, Mr. The advantage and disadvantage in the process of making ethanol with using the fermentation method. Advantage are cheap and easy raw material. Abatin will the lack of a gradual manufacturing process so that it is inefficient. For the advantage and disadvantage in the ethanol manufacturing process with using the ethylene hydration method. The advantage is the quality of the product pure, while the drawback is the raw material are expensive and rattle disposal of times.
Okay, the answer is very good. Is there one complete the Melanie answer?
No, mister.
Okay, we continue the question number 2. Please allow those who want to answer. Then you will give the national a mark.
Uh, I, mister.
Okay, please.
The combustion reaction is the reaction between fuel and oxygen to be produced heat. And gases from combustion that lasts its time, which is very fast. The mission will be said to be perfect if the fuel mixture and oxygen from the air has the right ratio. Complete combustion at full occurs when there is an adequate supply of oxygen.
Okay, thanks for the answer. I will complete the answer. Where ethanol is burned, is reacts with oxygen. Its products several contents of the fuel, the new substance, namely carbon dioxide, water, and heat. Ethanol has carbon dioxide and hydrocarbon. Contents is low, while oxygen has content that excites. So when you do the burning in ethanol, then the combustion that occurs will take place complete because the oxygen contains very much. Can be understood?
Yes, Mister.
Excuse me, mister.
Yes.
I want to ask you something. What is this the resulting head use did for?
Okay, good question. So the heat generates from the combustions of ethanol is used, move the piston is engines.
Thanks, mister.
Yeah, you're welcome. Next, we go question number 3. Please, those who want to answer.
Mister.
Okay, please.
So the use of ethanol as a raw material is used as an internal raw material, the process of making cosmetic. While the fuel is used as fuel engine and peripheral fuel.
Okay, the answer is very good, but I will give a complete answer. Okay, so aqueous ethanol is readily used as solvent because ethanol is reliable, safe, and can be used dissolve various insoluble organic compounds in water. For example, making cosmetic or making perfumes. Meanwhile, ethanol, which is used pure generally, comes from the residual fermentation process sugar, which a process in product of ethanol. An example, in use of physical fuels, can you understand in up to here?
Yes,
Yeah,
mister.
sir, I understand.
Okay. Do you have anything to ask again?
No,
No,
mister.
mister.
Okay, if you have nothing to ask again, who can conclude of learning today?
Hi, mister.
Please.
Lesson about our lesson today is the first manufacture of ethanol using the method fermentation is the use a microbe called bioethanol is sesamosis rectifies. The manufacturing process consists of the three steps, and the first is change is polysaccharide into simple sugars. The second, fermentation process and distillation process. The second manufacture of ethanol using the method hydrolysis, ethylene reacting contracted sulfur acid to get ethylene sulfate. Then ethylene sulfate will be hydrolyzed to produce ethanol. The tiered ethanol is brewed or reacted with oxygen is produced several compounds of the new substance, namely carbon dioxide gas, water, and heat, and the fourth use of ethanol as a raw material is used as an internal raw material. The process of making cosmetic, while the fuel is as a fuel agent and fuel.
Okay, thanks, Ranti. Your conclusion statement is very nice.
Okay, Mr.
Okay, I will give an evaluation question. Please check the Google Classroom. I give 10 minutes. Please know it is starting.
Yes, Mister.
Yes, Mr.
Okay, time's up. Have you finished answered all the question?
Yes, Mr.
Yes, Mister.
Alright, now I will give individual of assessment. Please your make a report in the forms of portfolio about making ethanol of type 5 with a simple fermentation method using black sticky rice. Any question?
Hi, Mr.
Yes.
When these segments are collected, Mr.
Okay, for the college, I receive and next week.
Yes, Mr. Thank you.
Okay. Alright, this is our lesson today. I end the saying Hamdalah, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Keep study and don't forget what's in health. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam
Waalaikumsalam.
warahmatullahi
Thank you,
wabarakatuh.
Mister.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you, Mr.
You're welcome.